Super Mario is one of the biggest video game characters, if not the biggest. He is the face of Nintendo, a multi-billion-dollar company, and with his goofy world and simplistic but fun style of video games, he has captured the hearts of gamers all over the world in the past 40 years. With that level of popularity and love from one property, you already know that there are bound to be spin-offs. Paper Mario has been around since the 90s, and while one may say that the series has gotten better and better, another may say the opposite. But I'm here not to talk about other people's opinions, I'm here to shove my own down your throat, as I rank all 7 Paper Mario games. Paper Mario 64 is a classic. It's full of charming companions and characters. The world feels bright and colorful like a fresh paint of coat for the Mario series. The main problem I see is that it's definitely a Nintendo 64 game. It's very dated. Very. It may be a fun playthrough, don't get me wrong, but if you haven't played any Paper Mario game yet, make this your first, because if you play most of any of the next ones on the list, then you play Paper Mario 64, it will pale in comparison. Overall though, as a game that isn't being matched up to its successors, it's a solid playthrough, and because of that, I give it a B. At the time, people couldn't ask for more though. This was amazing, and nothing could surpass it as far as spin-off games went. This game is definitely a deserved sequel to Paper Mario 64. And it changes a lot. Mario gets sent to the city of Rogueport and has to hunt for the treasure beneath it. The gameplay is fun, the soundtrack is amazing, and the environment is dark and gritty. Like, it fits the game, but for a Mario game it's kinda jarring. Sometimes the game just feels haunted. And the companions you do get don't help with this chilling feeling at all either. But despite the grittiness, this is the definitive Paper Mario experience, from its story to its gameplay. It is an amazing RPG that you definitely should play. Because of that, Thousand Year Door gets an S. It feels like a series of traditional Mario RPGs has really kicked off. I hope the next one holds a candle to the past two. As a third game in the already beloved RPG series, we got a platformer. The thing is, it's not even bad. I mean, on paper it sounds like it should be, but despite having platformer aspects, it still blends with an RPG side and does it well. Maybe due to all the colors or the Paper Mario humor that's been pushed a little more here, it definitely feels a lot more lighthearted. Some Wii games do motion controls terribly, but it seems like games that Nintendo as a company released on the console did great. And this is no exception. And on top of all of this, Super Paper Mario blessed us with Mr. L. Putting all of that about this game on paper, I realized I couldn't put it on anything less than S. This series has grown strong. I don't think it could go downhill ever, even if it tried. Sticker Star gets a lot of hate, so I'm gonna see if it deserves it. So the story is as basic as ever. Peach gets captured by Bowser, and he gets really powerful. You have to save her. You only get one companion in this entire game, which is a bummer, and having to mindlessly walk around until you find the right sticker to fix areas of the level to progress is annoying. But as far as graphics on the 3DS went, they look great, and the battles were also flashy, they never felt stale. It was also really fun finding Luigi everywhere. Playing through the game, I can see where people didn't like it, but also I do think it does get a little too much hate. It was a fun time, and I don't regret playing it at all. Now, it's not the perfect Paper Mario experience by far, but it's still a Paper Mario game at the end of the day, so if you like the other Paper Mario games, I can't guarantee it, but I can guess that you would like this one too. For me, this gets a solid B. Paper Mario Color Splash definitely feels a lot more like Sticker Star than any of the other Paper Mario games. It has a similar world map, the battles feel similar, you only get one companion, and the graphics even look the same. I think because of this game also gets a lot of hate, though the consensus is that it's better than Sticker Star, and I'd have to agree. The story isn't anything special, but having to put paint everywhere is a lot less annoying than finding stickers, and the game itself just feels a lot less linear. Also, Luigi driving Mario to the final boss on his Mario Kart over Rainbow Road while the Rainbow Road theme played in the background was just great. Paper Mario and the Origami King is a lot like a mix between Color Splash and the Thousand Year Door. It has similar graphics and a confetti mechanic similar to the Paint Bucket and Color Splash, but has its dark and sad moments like Thousand Year Door. I grew to love the companions in this game, and without spoiling it too much, it was hard to see them go. A lot of people didn't like the battle mechanic in this game, and I must admit it took me around a good hour of playing the game to get used to it, but after I did, it was a good time. This game's soundtrack is amazing, there's no denying that. Sometimes I would jump on a Goomba just to hear the battle theme. Luigi was implemented in this game a lot too. In fact, it's the first game since Super Paper Mario he was a real part of the story. Speaking of story, it's about a corrupt king that goes around basically committing mass genocide on the Toads and turning everything into origami, which turns things evil, I guess. I don't know about you, but King Ollie kind of reminds me of Hitler. The story is the darkest since Thousand Year Door, but that's not a bad thing. Though similar to Thousand Year Door, I wasn't expecting any of what I got when playing Origami King. Despite people's hatred for this game, I loved almost every second of it. Now this game is more like a shout-out. I've never actually played it, but I've read reviews and it seems like a good remaster, but I've never played it. I'm not going to put it on the tier, but I'm sure it would go just where the original went. Please make sure to like and subscribe and check out my other tier list video.